Do you want me to kick it off and then move on to somebody?
Yeah.
Aye, go on then.
Right, okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
Hello guys and welcome back to another Sunday roast, and today we're going to be speaking about balance, or the fact that maybe you have not earned the right to have that balance yet. This is something that we come up against quite a lot. We promote it a lot on social media, the fact that we are flexible dieting coaches, the fact that we say you don't have to cut out all the things that you enjoy. But there are people that maybe take that a little bit too literally, that maybe came from a place where they're on the sesh every other week and then they're using it as an excuse, the fact that we promote balance, to still go out on the piss every other weekend, when you've not got the right to do that just yet. Like, we go out and we drink and we enjoy a social life, but we've all got 10 years plus training experience under our belt. You've not got that there yet. You've not got that muscle built yet. You don't have those habits and those routines in place yet. So therefore, you should be all in from the start until you've got some of those things in place first.
Totally agreed. Totally agreed.
I think I always say to clients, spend that first 6 weeks and just follow the plan. Like, even when it comes to like their nutrition, like just, we talk about flexible dieting, a lot of times we say to clients, you can eat whatever you want within reason, with good food quality, as long as you hit your calories. I think even with regards to that, follow the meal plan we've given you, don't drink, like just be mega consistent at being perfect before you start giving yourself that kind of flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think even for that, for a lot of people though, it's a hard thing for them to give up and shift, but I think if you get to a point where you're willing to try something and it goes 2 weeks, like some of my mates are like that, like I'm not kidding on, they'll be like, right, I'm off the drink, I'm done, and they have 2 weeks off and they're like, right, yes, I'm ready to go again. It's like it's straight back into the whole same routine, and it just makes you feel like absolute shit. But when you've got goals at hand, we're not telling you can't go and live your life or anything like that, but you need to make sure that you're valuing your goal high enough to be able to go, right, you know what, I maybe need to not do those things that I've been doing in the past to get to where I want to be.
It's like people are in like a constant cycle of like, if they get on it Friday, Saturday, and then it comes to Sunday, Monday, and they've just got the fear, and then you kind of get rid of it, and then they just repeat it. And if you've done that always, and then you're trying to achieve a goal, well, that's probably the one thing that's like a barrier for you achieving your goal, because you're just constantly in this cycle. And if you're not willing to like at least give it up for 6 to 8 weeks, so you can kind of shift your mindset and stop getting the fear on a Sunday and a Monday, because when that happens, you don't do your meal prep, you don't get organised for the week ahead, you don't go to the gym until like Wednesday, Thursday. It just knocks on your full week, and if that's you every single week, like you're just going to be going around in circles all the time.
Do what you've always done, get what you've always got. That's the same.
That's
the
the
same.
same.
When you flip in your head to get where you want it to be, or what is it? Can't remember now.
Sorry, mate.
Come back to me.
But it's one of those things, isn't it? Sorry, mate.
Oh, to get something that you've never had, you need to be willing to do things that you've never done.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
But
But for a lot of people, like, it's not the new habits that are the issue. That starting training and starting eating healthier, they're not an issue to put into other people's lives. Like, when you give people meal plans and when you give people a training plan, a lot of people start to enjoy that. Mm-hmm. The issue is the bad habits they've got. We need to take them away, because what's the reason you've never got further forward in life with your fitness? It's the fact that you're in that vicious circle of getting pished every single weekend. And it's not just a case of you go out and enjoy yourself on a Saturday night. If you're not getting home at 3 in the morning on a Sunday morning, you're feeling shite on Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. We're all pretty much on that boat this week, and we don't do that very often.
Speak for yourself.
Except for maybe Dale. But we all pretty much done that this week, and I asked myself that question right away. How the fuck do people do this every week, man?
Yeah,
it's ruined my training, it's ruined my nutrition, it's ruined my life.
You know what?
For a good few days, to be honest with you.
See, I think from personal experience, I think when I was going out every weekend, I think I just got used to feeling a bit shit all the time, and I thought that was normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't until I went through a stint before the show where I didn't drink for 12 weeks, and I was like, oh wait, so this is how normal feels.
Yeah.
And I think for me that was a revelation to me, because I was like, oh, I actually feel amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the biggest thing for me.
At the start of the year, when we were doing all our goals and stuff like that, and I said that I was going to stay off it, it was nothing to do with like any physical goals or like the training or nutrition or whatever. It was purely for mental health. And then when I had stayed off it for so long, and I got myself into a better situation, and then whenever I do get on it now or have like a weekend off or whatever, I don't have the fear anymore, because in my normal life I feel okay, so I don't get the fear when I go back to normality anymore, because I'm not escaping anything when I'm getting on it or anything. And I think that for a lot of people that's what they do every weekend, and then when they're trying to improve their life, like they're just going round in a wee circle, and it makes it really hard.
So what do you think, like a new person to training, so somebody that comes on board with us, and obviously we're on Instagram promoting like flexible dieting and you can still do these things and all that, what do you think balance should look like to somebody who's brand new?
I think balance should be
For their life afterwards,
For
or
like, so like,
during their
aye, so
journey?
like what should their balance look like? So they're total sesh heads, they're out on the piss every other weekend, and we're saying you don't need to give up everything that you enjoy, but obviously we need to make some pretty big changes and you need to earn your stripes before you can go back out and do those things.
I mean, I wouldn't take it completely away from saying like you need to be like 6 months sober. I think like if you go right, at least give yourself a kind of half a chance. Like even if you limit yourself to one night out a month, and start it with that, and it's a case of like then it feel you actually see the thing is when you do that you eventually actually enjoy the night more. You look forward to it more because you almost kind of feel like you deserve it a wee bit more, and you feel like you've actually done something and something you can look forward to. But I think the problem with that as well, for people who are like constantly maybe drinking every weekend, or it's like even guys who go to football, like you always have that one pal. I don't know if that's been any of you guys, but I know there's like if I want to go on a night out and nobody wants to go out, most people have that one pal who will come out with them. Like, I'll phone him, you'll be out with me. Like, and sometimes that's what people fall into, that trap, and you become known as that guy, and you almost you recognise yourself as that person. Identify as that person, and that can be a completely different topic. Like speaking about like being the fat guy or the funny guy and all that sort of stuff.
The life of the party and all that, and then if
last one to leave and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Wear it like a badge of honour, but actually you're not happy. But you feel like you have to be that person because everyone expects it of you.
But then the problem that you have on top of that is you then get the added pressure of everybody still expecting that, and then when you start date that person starts to change, they're like, fuck. It's like it's almost like an identity change for them.
Yeah, my biggest thing is a lot of people that are new to the process, their biggest barrier is usually time management, and if you're not taking something away but you're adding new things, how are you going to manage your time? So if you go out every other weekend and you like social life is a massive thing to you and spending time with those people is a massive thing to you, but then I'm adding 4 hours worth of gym time plus the travel that's involved to get to and from the gym, meal prep and all that sort of stuff, these things that take up time. But then you're subtracting time by feeling shite on the Monday, or you're doing your food prep on your Sunday. I can't be honest, I feel like shit. You've lost a week before you've started, so I think you definitely need to get into a good cycle. I would say a good 4 weeks under your belt of actually meal prepping.
I think behaviour as well is a big thing. Like, see, when somebody understands their behaviour more, I think I've got a much better advantage in what you're able to do, because it's the same old saying goes, like even people who will say like, alright, I'm not drinking this weekend, and it comes to Saturday, alright, I'll just go down the pub for 1 or 2 drinks. Fine well, it's not going to be 1 or 2 drinks, it ends up 5 pints, next thing you know it's 10 pints on vodka, and then you're there at shutting time, and then that's the Saturday gone because you didn't quite understand the behaviour of going to the pub. Like, that's the trigger. Some people can go to the pub and track 2 pints and go up the road. People can do it, and you can work it into your weekend, and I've done that dieting before, and I managed to like work in alcohol and go down to the pub and watch like Scotland and stuff like that when they were playing, and doing things like that. I've done that when I was dieting, but some people, you need to understand your behaviours first and foremost to do
people don't want to be self-aware. Like, I'm quite self-aware that if I've had a stressful week and I'm busy, like me going, I'm going to go for a few, I'm very self-aware that that's probably not going to happen for me. So it's about just going, I'm not going to go anyway. Do you know? So, and I think that's a skill you've got to build up a little bit. Definitely.
Yeah, no, totally agree. But I do think for anybody new, you need to earn your stripes. I think like none of us here are big drinkers, I wouldn't say. None of us like drink very frequently in the house. I know I can go like a month without drinking and then go have like 3 nights out in the bounce, and it would impact me a lot. But I know like I could go a month without going, I want to have a drink. It doesn't need something that really adds to my life. I just do it for social occasions. But I know with David, he's quite a big drinker. He drinks wine quite a lot, not in excessive amounts, but he'll have a couple of glasses each night. And to someone else looking at that, they could be like, okay, that guy who's the coach and he's got a successful business and he's in good shape, drinks quite frequently, so it must be okay to do that. What you've got to understand is David's got a lot of training experience under his belt. He's got a lot of really good habits that actually allow that to be balanced, because his habits are so ingrained. I've never met a guy with a stronger routine. He's so everything has its place. Whereas a lot of people who are coming to something new, you don't have that yet, that routine's not there, that structure's not there, you need to find that, and that doesn't happen in a week or 2 weeks, it happens over a couple of months. So starting to slowly drip feed things in that you enjoyed over time is wise to do, and of course you can do it, but in the beginning it's a case of like, do you know what, just get your head down, let's make some progress, and let's actually get you enjoying this, because you're going to want to give this up if you feel shite for half the week every week.
And see when people start to see the result happen, and they start to see change happen, they're like, alright, cool, well, I actually enjoy this because I'm actually getting something from it.
Yeah.
I think like, when you even talk about like that balance, I think when we have balance within our lifestyles, probably because we don't have a specific goal and the actual goals are in line with being able to drink alcohol and go out, but when any one of us are like on the ball with dieting, like when you're prepping for a show, or when you're prepping for comp, like you're not going to be, you're going to be limited. You're not going to be drinking. You're going to be limiting your alcohol for the majority of that prep or whatever you're doing in that diet, because you've got a specific goal to go towards. So if your goal is like fat loss, then 100% it's something that you need to be looking at, and value have a little bit higher than going out and getting mad at it.
Yeah.
Aye. Anything else to say?
No.
I think that'll do
I'm
us.
pretty happy to end it there.
Yeah, you can wrap it up.
See you next week.
There we go.